it's 5 after. If anybody else shows up, they can jump right in. So appreciate everyone come out. Another good group. We're going to be continuing the functional flow drill that we're working through. So going through the hierarchy of the positions. So starting with closed guard, breaking the guard, passing side control, moving in and out. And then we're going to play around with submissions from there. Whether or not we take it back, I think we're going to do a different end to the submission, so we'll probably end it now. You know, we'll just take it position by position. Just so you get a couple of different things that we're doing this time compared to what we've been doing, but it's saying the overall goal as we're getting to the end. Okay. So before we get started, let's just do a quick little warm up. Since we're all grounded, we're going to just start on the ground. Make sure you give yourself plenty of space, kind of excuse the relaxation around you. So let's just start with the butterfly stretch right here. Yep, so bringing your feet together. Yep. Okay. And then if you're flexible, standing in. Front. Leave my head over my toes.
This is actually really tight for me. I hurt my feelings. Normally I can put my head down, but I'm like, oh.
It's not like I did it with my feet facing.
We all have different advantages. I have one here.
Oh, I'm enjoying that.
So many people. What's up?
Yeah. Welcome. Where do you start from? Alright, we're going to go ahead and go to your back. Let's rotate our legs. Why are you shushing me right?
Not shushing, but the Philippines.
Keep your head off the mat. Make sure you keep your head off the mat. Come on in, Jordan. Alternate directions as at your own pace. Alright, let's do some bridges. We're going to look to our shoulder, reach across, and look towards that knee. Make sure your hips are off the ground.
So start with your frames in first, so you frame up, and then when you bridge up, you cross your arms. Yeah, just because that's going to be used to like bridging up. Perfect.
The feet lean on the ground and just slide away. Turtle. So I want to go through a back step drill real quick. So we're going to be on all fours, right? What we're going to do is we're going to bring our knees together, and where this knee was, after I bring it together, I'm dropping to that hip while I'm also dropping to this elbow. And opening up with a back step. So for everybody else at your own pace, knees together, you drop to where you were, and back step, kind of looking over, and then do it both directions. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're in a turtle, right? Bring your knees together, and then you're going to drop down to this hip, going this way, and then drop onto your elbow. Oh, yeah, and then you're going to back step, and support your elbow. So this supports you being on
This one, instead of going all the way to your bottom,
so knees together. Yeah. No. Bring one knee together.
you're going to kind of chill it on your elbow. Yes.
No. So whichever side you're open, so if you bring this knee over, then you drop it. Okay, drop. And then back step. Back step where you're going to support yourself. Yep, and then stay on your elbow. Don't be like you out of it. And like that. Yep, you got it. Yeah, watch your surroundings. Don't stop on anybody. Yeah, and you drop it this way. Yeah, and go this way. And but you can like that. So, no. So I'm gonna come forward and feel how my arms are. So, So, okay. Mr. Chris, if you put me in the car, please. So, same functional drill. I think most of you guys have seen this. But I'm controlling my hips. If you have a belt on, that's a really good spot for you to just grab onto. If you're doing a knee. Getting my knee to the inside, moving the knee out so that I can push back with around the back. And then the front knee comes up immediately. Start stapling this side. Now, before we were just pressuring in and jumping over, right? Sometimes that is not an option. They might be really good with the frames or keeping you off you, so I can't physically get in. So, instead of me smushing in and getting another hook here, I want to dive and do not dive. I want to do a back step similar to the move we were just doing. So, my arm is going to come across his body, and then I back step still with this frame here. And at this point, now I can start moving out, making sure this leg is touching. So we're going to start off just with this move. Hard. Right. Break the guard. Leg is up. I'm stapling the same side. Instead of doing the underhook, I'm coming across with this arm. The back of my arm is the underhook. When I drop my elbow down, I'm doing a back step. And now I'm clear. Okay? So we'll just end in this kind of reverse Tetris position where I'm facing his legs at this point. We're not in a traditional side control, okay? We're gonna be backwards. My ribs are pinning Chris's upper body, and I've now moved away. My arms are free to keep his legs away, or I can secure my position, whatever I need. But I want you to end here, same kind of position, okay? All right. One more time. Guard break, leg comes up, comes through, and I back step. And you see how I'm leaving this leg behind at the table. Once I'm clear, now I can start reaching back. Okay? Any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. If you guys want to work together, you can work with Chris. All right. So,
Sorry, I think my glasses off. I can't see for anything.
so Chris, working on what you guys did. Just make sure that your surroundings, you're not hitting anybody.
Okay, so I need to hands here. So put the hands here. And then the feet must down and the arms are down.
Same side, so the other knee. So now, instead of going chest to chest, this arm is when you're going across the body so that you can get down to this elbow. Right? So you're going to get down to this elbow, he's going to have some pressure on your so then back step this way. Similar to that drill that we just did, so you're going to drop to this hip, get down to this elbow, and be back. So, yeah, but this elbow stays on this side. Boom. Yep. And then you back step. Yep. Yep. So
I got you.
so instead of drop all the way down. Boom, and then yeah, there you go. Now, and then you can this is where we're at. Yeah, we can go. Do you mind working with Jordan? Oh. Oh, I see. I know my people. I don't want to break them too. I don't have a team. Yeah. So you guys are working on yeah. So I'm gonna do So since you're doing this one, you're gonna go this way. Yeah. Stable here, and then yeah. Get back. So close. Yeah. And then fall back. That's why we're gonna go. Move strong here so you can't push it.
Okay, was I like reclined?
Well, you can.
And this is as an
So
alternative.
Careful when you roll around the
stay on your
Here, bring it over. Or stay here.
Yeah, we can do that.
Sure.
So this, yeah, you dive this down and then back step the other foot. Now you sometimes mobility is really good.
We're here, we come up and we can
So it's kind of like, it is very much like an all-in-one thing. Sometimes you might end up with this or this first, right? But the way that I'm looking at it is I'm driving down. So as long as you're, you know, marking the spots where we're going to, you're only going to
Okay. I know Charlie. Your last couple each.
And then take like the heel of your hand and kind of push it right into the muscle. And then once you're there, pivot all the way back. So that when you kind of like change over. Yeah, now it's just like this smell.
But if they come down here,
Trying to figure out.
well, that's the
take all the slack off. And I would go, this is get right in like your super and then just like, yep, and just walk this impression. Yeah, I'm going out there for a second.
But what I really do is kind of, I know if I
Big
put
one.
this here,
Learning it.
or this here,
Compared to
no, come here, this is coming up. Boom.
Yeah, I don't need that, so long as I'm really happy cleaning. From years of having to try and go thin.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next step. So, Mr. Chris, you can put me in the guard again. All right. So, say feel straight guard. I come up with my knee, staple, and my back step. Now, at this point, I've secured guard. I might be underneath his elbow close to me, or I might be kind of over it. I don't really care, to be honest. As long as I have good chest connection. Also, I have a good base here, so if he pushes me this way, he's not going to knock me over. So if he breaks this way, I have a way to support myself really and really into a little bit and recondition. So we have all the elements that we had from the other version where we isolated the arms all with all this real estate here. But the way that my balance is, I don't want to just like come over and start putting my knee. Now I've lost my knee on this side. So instead what we're going to do is I'm going to capture this leg. All I want to do is push this down to the ground a little bit. Enough where I can catch my heel perfectly clean. Alright, so yeah, you want to go. So I'm just pushing it here, catch here, and what we're going to do is as I'm pulling myself up somehow, I'm also going to do a long wave with this arm, and I capture that arm under my body. So now his arm is staying across my body and I'm in now. It's a simultaneous position. So here, I start capturing this leg or just pushing it down so I can get the heel in. And then as I'm using this to pull myself up, I can just come up and I'm under the arm. But what I really want to do is when I come up, I'm doing a big, I'm literally doing this motion with my arm to get to the other side of the arm. So as I'm coming up, the back of my arm is following the back of his arm, and now he's in this nice cross position where his arm is pinned to his chest. Alright? That's the nuance of that move. This is probably going to be the most technical side. And I keep going, and now I can cross-face him, and now he just cannot get his arm. It's a really nice pressure movement to get the arm in. So, start coming in. Break the guard, come up, back step, catch this heel, and as I'm coming up, I'm coming across, and I have my body weight on the ground. Any questions? Good? Alright, let's just run that. So go through the whole process. Pass the guard, do the back step, and then take your time, don't rush the movement to the mouth. You can do this real slow and controlled to really, because you want to follow that arm all the way across until their arm is going like this and they're stuck with your body on top, you cross it. Okay? Alright, 1, 2, 3. If there's a size discrepancy, there is going to be pressure. I mean, there's going to be pressure regardless, so it doesn't even matter. But just be careful with your partner. If you feel super uncomfortable and you don't feel like your bones are moving the right way, you can ask.
Would you think you was in trouble? Over. Give it and the press it. Right there. Yeah. Okay. Now what do you do? Now pull yourself over and step. All you have to do is bring your arm back around and go hook this and bring it. So this is that one. Go.
Yes.
If I were to put him down, that may be sweet between this foot, right? But down on the outside, the line up and over. Now, you were asking about I've been using the hips because it's really hard to grab people's arms because they're always up here in frames, right? And they don't get me to this. So I've been practicing securing the hips so I have another option if I can't get a hold of this.
I need to get on the I need to hook this knee.
You okay?
It makes it better.
I have to use do it again.
Just to get me Stop. It's amazing when your arm is like that. You have to use all power.
When you're on top, you want to grab it, you want to you just want to be don't feel like yeah, you should have to go down.
Swim. Flip. Push.
Get your last couple.
Hook.
I mean, there is a move.
Right? Ready to do it again? Push. Why are you taking these on accident?
Yeah, those leg hooks that you're doing is grapevine. So that last hook that you had on his leg, if you did that on both legs,
Yeah, we were talking about that.
grapevine can
Oh, so that's what that word means.
that's that position.
I heard you say it and I wasn't sure.
Yeah. It's a very good sport.
But that's the word for it.
Thumb mark is with you.
Grapevine. Yeah, grapevine, so you can be real heavy. Stop. It's all crap. All right. Let's add since we're already in a good position for the back take, we're gonna just go ahead and do the back take. So I'm gonna put you back in guard. Here. Break the guard, coming up, back step, catch the leg, hook, and then I'm following over, keeping that pressure. So now, similar to what we were doing last time where we were getting Giftwrap, now his arm is already stuck on this side. Now he's dragging my arm, so I kind of have to create position, but I already have my chest involved with these pins just with my chest. So now I can kind of pin the hands, start coming under from my grapevine. Same thing that we did before. My left knee, the arm that I'm grabbing that side, that knee comes up while I come up to kind of come out with my foot. I'm being on the foot and the legs close behind the body, and at this point I can reach through in my figure four grip. Right? So I'm grabbing my own wrist, I'm not using my thumbs, it's just one grip, pull. Right? So boom, right here. And then adding that back take is knee goes up another time, and that's when we start sitting back and getting our second hook. So we have the back. Alright. So go ahead, go through the whole flow just because I think that it's important to pick up practice and accent and kind of figure out the balance there. But we'll just go right into that back take and then we'll finish with the submission. Boom, boom. Break, up, I do my back step, catching the knee here. And again, I'm following this arm. I never go beyond the elbow. Right? Turn. Use his hand. Giftwrap. Slide his knee up while I do a technical now. Get my grip. Come on, push it up. Sit back. Back there. Cool. Alright. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Ready?
What? Ready? In the guard or where you want to be?
Perfect.
I'm gonna go this way. I'm just trying to figure out.
Okay.
So I guess it doesn't matter.
No, you have to intervene and go with the button.
I'm grabbing this hand with this.
So at this point, now we're going to have to do and while you're trying to turn
Yeah.
but before you guys get you stepping over. Comes up to 5, 10, 20, Well, I mean, but I also know but that's the
No, I thought it was just being built. Yes, but that's like when the moves around, when I think you're back, not towards my neck, but towards your shoulder, like this. That's gonna be now. Pull it, pull it. Now when you pull it in, I'm gonna do this. Over, like I said, over that way. Okay. You get between shoulder tight here, and then you're able to boom, and you yank it gently around my neck. There you go. Ah, there you go. Pull. There. Now, I'm like, I don't know where to go. Understand the difference now? Just pull, squeezing. Squeeze. There you go. That's the key. Pull from that mountain. Good. A little bit over. Yeah, I'm so sorry. No, that's not a problem. I just didn't want to tell you a butthole about it. Butthole. Everyone knows this. Hey, kid, I let go. don't even have room to manipulate the foot, right? But if I take the hand and I put it like this, manipulate it now, I can correct. So the difference between just holding it, right? Big difference. All right. Okay? And then what you were saying is the key to this is wrap this pull. Right. Manipulate that. Fix yourself.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
All right, get you last couple reps.
Whoa.
Only at close guard.
You know, if you stop skipping that step,
What step?
where you bring my arm over.
I can't reach you.
But you did it before. Get down. All you have to do is when you're pulling over, just look at the face. It's the only part. Because my arm's so long, you are already hooked behind the tricep. So if you keep it and bring it over here, you won't have to fight to get it. Huh? That way. But you put the wrong knee in my butt. Now they're both there. This is front. There you go. So.
Is that better? No? Okay.
Oh no. That's the way it should. I saw it. I saw it. I'm agreeing with you. I saw what happened. Right here. That's right.
Whoa!
I do have my doom turtle. I love you. You're my best friend. Oh, that was not nice.
Before you roll those, get your knee in high a couple more times behind.
Cool.
Get your knee up a little bit higher.
Okay,
Before,
Eric,
no, no, no,
I
the
still
one
have
that's
to
behind.
adjust.
Yeah, before you
Bear that time.
higher you get on these steps, the more you put that together. Alright. So, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do a back escape from there for the person that is now controlling the back. So there's going to be a two-portion drill. So, Chris, go ahead and you're going to start in technical now on me. Already on my side. You got the leg over. You got the Giftwrap. Alright, you have it. So he takes my back, right? So at this point, he has his two hooks in, right? He has this really strong figure four seatbelt grip on me. So what I want to do, I'm going to turn a little bit. So for anybody looking, this is the side that you probably want to look at. I'm already laying on Chris's leg, right? We've already fallen all the way through, and this side is the arm that would be traditionally the choking arm because it's next to my neck. This one's under my arm, so I'm not worried about this one choking me. This guy I'm worried about. So what I want to do is I want to get my weight up, but I also want to be flat back this entire process. All right. I'm going to start shinning my way out, and I'm laying on Chris's leg, right? The whole time. I'm tucking my chin also, and I'm also minding this. So if he let go and would try to choke me here, I need to be defensive here. So I have a whole free arm that I can be defensive here, and he's also holding me, so it's going to be hard for him to try to choke me at this point. I keep walking out, but I'm also giving him a little bit of pressure in, and I have my arm across. Now, Chris holds on to me here. It's going to be super heavy on him. I'm just laying on his diaphragm at this point. And at some point, he's going to need to let go. And I can turn around. So, you can sit up and take my back. So, you can either do the technical mount roll, or if you want to just, for time's sake, just to start from this position. So, one arm under, one arm over. He had my wrist. He had his wrist. We're starting here, right? And we started on this side. Again, I want to go towards the side. So if you start seating up, I want to go to the side that's away from the choking arm. I need to free this hook, and sometimes people's hooks are really tight. So if I start just slowly shimmying out, I can disengage that leg. and just keep walking out, flat back, flat back, flat back until I'm free. And I want this arm to be across. And now I can start coming up, and now there's a lot of pressure. And again, if he holds on to me, there's going to be a lot of pressure. Like, this is worse for him. Right? You can hear him. Like, that's, so if he does this, there's no rush here. Like, if I don't hurt myself. Yeah, if you want to hang out and hold this, I'll just sit here and just let him cook. And then, but if he does let go because he knows that I'm going to get crushed, at that point, I can start cruising to him, getting my time. So, please, yes, apply pressure to your person, but person on the bottom, there's going to be a lot of pressure on your ribs, okay? So don't be a hero and be like, my ribs can take it. Like, if you feel like it's a lot, way too much pressure, don't hold on to that position and kind of, defend your ribs so we can. Or tap, person on top, we're not trying to be a bully and drop all the way on the person, so. Says who?
Yeah, so never be afraid to tell your partner, especially if there's a weight difference, like can you step a little bit so that you're moving that stuff.
Yeah, so just be mindful, but I want the person to get your back taken and then see what that happens. Okay. Super important. Time real quick, please. Yeah. So go ahead and take my back again, sir. You can sit up in the back. Alright, so under go here and holding my wrist with this hand, on this. Right, so I want to go away from this choking arm. I don't want to fall on this side of the choking arm. Fall away from it. Start getting my hips flat to the ground. Coming out, coming out, coming out. Now I'm going good solid. Cool. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So start in either technical mount and take the back, or if you already know what you're doing, go ahead and you can jump into the back. Either one is fine.
Technical mount.
I might take a break.
No, that's fine. Or just
Start from back.
I can be at the back.
So like this, and you're here.
If I'm holding this, now try to balance yourself when you're like right now. You can talk. So
If you want to,
this part of your body.
yes.
Below So if you're on so now you feel how like for me to breathe, I have to like this is, so if I'm holding you can breathe like turn your cross. So now as you're coming you can keep trying to turn this way and like I said, if I'm holding
Pressure on the diaphragm is pretty significant.
so yeah, it's almost like you're laying your into my now
Here.
once I let go of this
I don't want to fall this way because this arm, right? Because this arm will transition into a choke most likely if I go this way. So when it goes, I'm going to go this way. But like with your elbow fire. So now you feel like
maybe on this side your arm yeah, so this is especially because no, that's fine. You're not
I know what you're thinking because it's a really weird direction to go in. It feels wrong. Does that make sense?
turn it around.
This way, boom.
the one thing I would say is keep this elbow, like, yeah, so hands planted on the ground,
Okay.
but keep your kind of elbow next to your hip. So then now, this side is blocked by this side is blocked by the hip. Now it's hard for God to move side to side. That's a really good control. Sorry, Rika.
I see now what we're saying, where you can just burn the other person out sitting on the diaphragm.
Sorry, Rika, I had to go over that step.
Yeah, it's so we're here. And now we're stuck.
No chokes for our
We'll add that in.
We're starting from the really bad side for ultimate.
No, I can push up on like that too. But for this one, you do that.
And stay on top of him. Yeah, there you go.
Turn.
Ooh, I could do the Christian one with the
What, Jeremiah?
he had the hand. He did that.
Oh yeah, you did.
Come on.
Okay, thank you.
Come on, it's not it.
It was there.
I know, but that's not it.
Sit up. Tap. So much pressure. I love that wrist control when you're coming up. That's great. Like if they don't have that grip, if you do that thing. Oh, yeah. Great. That pressure.
I don't know. I think
It's a great style. And there's a couple variations to it that can make it worse. Yeah, and so there is downside. Like if something on the downside, there are ways So if you have like a choking grip, right? So whichever arm you get a choking grip, I can grab it. So I can open up this space, and now it's hard. It's actually difficult. You get it. But like if you start getting into choking grip, I can really start even if I fall to the wrong side, I'll use this as a defensive barrier. Yeah, I can have this type of grip. Also, you can do this you might get the arm across the head. Like so I can get like this arm and then we fall to this side. I put all my weight.
I know it's like so many positions. Well, now it's not holding
Pressure. There's so many ways. But the same concept applies. You keep your hips flat to the ground and you start coming out. But the key is
Feel that coming around, right? We're going back. I want to go. I want my shoulders to go really strong.
Also do is, sorry, I'm a little sweaty. When we come back, I'm also driving. If I can control it, like you're saying earlier, I don't want to just have like a heavy duty crap show. But if I'm controlling the arm position, I'm putting the crap on my head. Well, this way. Like I'm unable to turn. It's super annoying. People are just like,
Yeah. Keep turning this way. Oh, so tight. Switch it. How come I don't get to Oh, no. This is 150 kilometers.
or just like,
You okay?
so if I keep your arm in, I know that your only option is that's one nice thing about putting the arm across. Beautiful. Yep. Alright. Cool beans.
I like beans.
That is wrap, folks. So I know that we didn't throw in a sub there, but I do really like practicing back to skates. I think back to skates, like you gotta know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, you're gonna get stuck there a lot. Like that is the go-to for most people. Are there any questions regarding any part of that, the back step, the way that we get the mount, anybody already challenges there, the back skate? I love it. No questions. Feel free to ask questions afterwards if you want. Cool. So let's take a quick photo and then we'll wrap it up. If anybody wants to work on anything, we'll do a little bit of open mat after this. And yeah, good stuff. Appreciate you guys. All right. Everybody can get behind me.
Hey, look what my trip says. You need.
I'm not going to.
Okay, come with me.